Good evening, everyone. My name is Marilyn, Stamping Creations with Marilyn, as you can see on the screen. And I'm coming to you this Thursday night, February 27th, to share a masculine card that I'm excited about finding and how easy it was to put together. So I'm hoping that you'll think the same. I want to welcome you. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you haven't been, welcome to my Thursday Night Live. I'm going to just pop this on for a minute. Say hello. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see YouTube comments. If you're watching on Facebook, you can see Facebook comments. And when I go to the comment section, I can see both of them. So I'll try to answer them as we go. And if not, I will certainly come back and answer any questions you have on there. If you know the answer to somebody's question, please feel free to answer. It's not a only me kind of thing for that. So, like I say, welcome. Good to see you. I will just go through a couple things here. First, today in Spruce Grove, where I am, we had beautiful weather. It was windy, but beautiful sunshine. Snow is melting. It's all gone off the back deck. I don't have to shovel again. Not planning on it anyway, but I was happy to see that it was gone. So we're enjoying, I think it was 9 degrees last time I looked. So that's Celsius. I really enjoy that. Just a reminder that today's February 27th. Tomorrow is the last day for celebration for this year. And that's the products and things you're seeing on here. If you join my team, you are eligible to pick 2 sets of markers and you get this stamp set. I have seen it. It's a beautiful stamp set. And for every $75 spent in Canada, you can get a free product from the celebration catalog. So a great deal there. Don't miss out. Today or tomorrow is your last chance. My classes are all on Zoom. Friday, Zoom with friends is at 1 o'clock. It's open to anyone, but you do have to let me know so I can send you the link because I don't put it on social media at all. The second Thursday of each month, I do a Christmas card class. So we're kind of ready for November, December when Christmas arrives. And the third, just move that for a minute. The third Thursday of the month, I do a monthly card class. Today being the fourth Thursday of the month, I did have a specialty class. And some of the ladies joined me for that. And we had great fun. We always have fun. Sharing and tips for each other. Have you tried this? No, have you tried that? It's just a great community that we're building. And one other thing I want to mention, in April on that fourth Thursday, I'm going to have a kit class. Purchase a kit from me and I will send you a link to join me. And if you're on my team, you will get a link to join me anyway. So there is a registration for that, just so I don't miss out anybody. So let me know if you're interested in that. Please and thank you. Okay. So as you're coming on, you see the question. If a card was designed about you, what would the greeting say? I'm hoping for some true fun answers to that. So please come on and share. And just check. I see people are on from both Facebook and YouTube, so that's great. I will read comments afterwards. This is my desktop. This is the card that I'm excited to share with you. I found it on Sam Hammond Poodles out of the UK. And I thought, what a great way. We were talking masculine cards here not very long ago. And I went to do my cards for March. I need 6 more masculine cards. So I thought, perfect time to share this with you as well as make some cards for me. So it's using the Trusty Tools stamp set and not the dies, but the dies are part of that celebration. Right now, you can see my cost was $51. You can get this if you spend $75, you can get that free. So pretty good deal. And I'm using stamps out of here to make something like this. So I just had this, I did have this on my lead sheet kind of thing, cover sheet for the Facebook. The white sheets are 5 1/4 by 4. The black is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So you can see it's just got a very narrow border. and I'm liking that. So let me tuck that away and we'll do the main focal point. So my white, hello, Bonnie and Sharon and Ines and Maggie, Linda, Marie, Carmen. Good to see all of you. Thank you for coming and joining me. I love stamping with you. So all I did to do this, I went back just a picture of what Sam had posted. And I thought, oh, I can do that. And I think it turned out quite well. What do you think? Have you ever done anything like this? For me, it was new and kind of out of my comfort zone because I'm kind of a let's have everything straight and perfect. And we were talking about that today, right, Pam? Um, but I think it turned out okay. So I have chosen these blends, and I have not tried this with markers. Have any of you tried it with markers? If you have, let us know in the comments. I'd like to know if it works, if it's easy. Markers are, help me guys, markers are water-based. No, markers are dye-based, and these are water-based. So they work a little bit different. So I'm going to use the same color layout that I did on here. So I used the lighter because I wanted my image to show up really well. I'm going to use light wild wheat. I used the brush end, and you can tell it's a brush end by the wider marking on the tube. And Betty, it's out of your comfort zone too. All I did was I took the wide end and I just started making some place to stamp. And I went back over it if I needed to. And then actually I took the stamp and thought, okay, well, I need it just a little bit bigger. And that's what I did with it. So I'm going to do the same. I used the light, like I say, because I wanted the image to show up better. Okay, here's a comment. Marie says used markers on blocks and stamped the card. Yes, I have done that, where I've taken just a marker like this and scribbled on the block, spritzed it with water, and then stamped with it. And it makes a really neat background as well. So as we're chatting about this, I'm just going to keep making my background. And so that is Cajun Craze, believe it or not, wild wheat. Then I have pecan pie, which is what my base is going to be. And again, I'm using the wider piece of I think that has to be a little bit wider there. And it will dry a little bit lighter. Oh, that's the dark one. Okay, messed that one up, but I hope I see some of you commenting it's out of your comfort zone doing something like this, but I hope you try it. And as always, with whatever we do, the more we try it, the easier it's going to be. So then I'm going back up here to finish this up. And I have a number of other, what I call masculine cards to share with you because, like I say, we were looking for some ideas. And what do you find when you do masculine cards? Do you like them being, well, obviously not flowery in most cases, but do you have certain colors you use? And if so, what are they? Or do you, again, like a lot of things, I tend to go with whatever designer paper I have because I use designer paper for a lot of them. Yes, Pam, you're right. And Betty is asking, that is crumb cake. And it's the light one, but that's where I'm going to put my gravy. So I don't think it's too light. Thanks, Maggie. You're liking it. I've brought over a couple other stamp sets that I think you probably could use for it. So I'll show you those in a minute. So then all I did after I had it like that was I took my stamps that I have on the blocks and I stamped them having my silicone mat underneath. And that's all it was. So nothing really out of the ordinary, but I thought it made a really nice looking masculine card. And because this doesn't dry on the silicone mat, I am going to try to remember to wipe it off as I go. What's happening, Pam? Very yucky outside, too much. Pam is in a different part of the country than we are. So Nova Scotia, we were talking about that earlier today too. So hopefully it doesn't last too long, Pam, and you can sleep. So that went all on totally. Then I have the wrench. So have you answered the question? I haven't seen anybody answering my question. Would love it if you could. Pam likes pinks and purples. Yes. I don't know about for masculine. Would that work? Masculine, Betty says she usually uses darker colors, Night of Navy, Gray Granite, Mossy Meadow. That's kind of where some of the other ones that I've got to show you. Night of Navy for sure in my case. And you can see even with that darker one that I grabbed by mistake, the wrench does show up. And then last but not least, oh, I've got to do the words, but the last image, the hammer was all the way across like this. Oh, Marie says, look at the top for the answers. Okay, I will, Marie. Thank you. I just think it's neat to see what everyone thinks. And so there you can see. And really, how long did that take us? Maybe 5 minutes? Even with the scribbling, I'm going to call it, because I wasn't used to it. So then I'm going to place that on my basic black and mount it on my card. And I'll show you what I did on the inside of there, which I thought was kind of special too. So have you been making cards? Have you been enjoying Celebration? What was your favorite? And did you get it? As I showed you before, I used the heart dies and stamp sets. I really like that. But my last order, where I did have some more, I did get some more of that paper. The no, the 12 by 12 paper. Colin, I love it. It would probably be coffee, coffee, coffee. Yes. So then I'm going to, I think it was Pam, and she's on here. Thank you, Pam, for this. I have my 8.5 by 5.5. Make sure it's right. And to fold it, her suggestion was lay it on your trimmer up here and down here. And when you fold it, it's going to be square and even and everything. So I've been doing some of that. And of course, using the bone folder with it as well, because whether you score it on here or score it on the scoreboard, sometimes it just doesn't seem to be the right image. So then that's going to go on there. And then this, before I put it in, what I did on here was I added, oh, I've got to add my little dots on there, screws and nuts. But I'm going to take the Cajun Craze I'm just, you see how I'm not used to that. Someday I'm going to fool you guys and I am going to color something and it will turn out, I hope. And then the other one was the lighter wild wheat. And we have all of these fancy tools and I should be using them for sure. So now I'm going to, so I'm going to take this back first and do it. Is the just to add that little bit of detail. And then what I did on the inside of the other one was kind of stamp it. Let's see what I'm doing. Kind of at different angles like that. And it worked perfect for 4 of them across there. Careful to put that back together. I discovered tonight I must have had ink gremlins because I had ink everywhere here just minutes ago. So that will be the card. And I did, everybody always wants to know, did you use dimensionals? I did not on this one. You certainly could. And you could add, if you wanted some kind of sparkle on it or whatever. But for me, I think for these 6 that I really need here to get ready for March, they may just get like this. And I would think whoever gets them is happy if I tell them they're the most awesome. Don't you think? Do you have a particular stamp set you use for masculine cards? I see a message from Pam. I'm just going to spotlight it here. Never used anything with wild wheat. New stamp head, new blends, new paper. Just wasn't my color. But it does look good there. It does. I agree. So there are the 2 cards. You may have to try it, Pam. And Sharon says no sparkle for masculine cards. Thanks, Bonnie. I I I try. I enjoy it. So okay. Maggie said she likes He's All That. I do not have that one, but I'm going to show you what else I do have. Just let me kind of slide these ink blocks out of the way. So ones that I thought would work are the Legendary Ride. Gail, she loves the wild wheat. You and Pam will have to get together and you'll have to teach you. Legendary Ride, the motorcycle, I could see like the motorcycle all the way across and some of these little pieces in the other spots. The trucking along is another masculine one that I happen to have. Another design that I thought would work for masculine. This one with the scripty writing, maybe not, but, and it looks, well, I think it is Christmassy paper, but the design of it. This one that we did in our Friday Zoom with the turtle, I think could certainly pass as a masculine. And this one for sure, because of the wood grain. We did this one in a different Friday Zoom. Okay. Then I have this that I did with the plaid. We've all talked about the plaid being good for masculine cards. Sorry. And Betty says she has ordered all the retiring colors, which the wild wheat is one of those. So I took our new Everyday Arches dies and cut the largest one just out of the plaid. Used the Wanted to Say dies, which is the bubble in the background for here. And then, because I had a lot of the inside white, or a lot of white ones, this one's a bit smaller. I thought I'll just put it on the inside to write on. And I did have enough that I could use the same die to cut another piece of that to just put on there. But it really tied it all together. And a piece left. You guys will be proud of me. I'm decorating envelopes there. So that was another one that I did, thinking masculine. Okay. Legendary ride, trucking along, hunting, fishing, camping, and hiking. There were a lot of those, weren't there, Marie? I had one that was camping, and my cousin, who does a lot of scrapbooking, is using it now. This one, I did a number of these a while ago, but it's just done with the navy, silver embossing, and a little bit of designer paper, and I think it would pass for masculine. That is the Meandering Meadows, which is on the last chance list. So there's some great designs in there that you could use. So that's another idea. Then I have this one that I made, and it is done with a large one-piece stamp, Fragrant Forest, and designer paper from Iconic Celebrations. This was brought out more or less at Christmas. There's some Christmas, some New Year's, some candy canes and whatever in it, but I thought the color brought the mossy meadow into it. I did not put a greeting on the front because I liked this layout, but I put this big happy birthday one from here on the inside. And I just want to share with you how I picked the size of this white, because the stamp is huge, as you saw. It covers more than my card base, if you were to do that. So I thought, okay, my designer paper, first of all, my card base is 5.5 by 4.25. My designer paper is the next level. Probably I go down 2 levels. So I decided this was the size I was going to put for the next. So again, I have this right beside me on my desk. It's the old paper. This one I think was Pear Pizzazz. I don't remember all the colors, but old cardstock. I just printed labels as to the sizes, and that's there for me as a tool. I love using it. So that gives you some ideas there. Then I have, going to read your comments. Oh, glad you like them. Glad you like them. Yeah. So like in the comments for this afterwards, even if you'd like to share any masculine cards that you have, it would be great to keep on sharing and let everyone know what a great job we do, right? And further to that, I want to share the cards that we have recently made and received. This one is one that we did today. The class today was the beautiful butterflies. So we did this one with that really neat die that cuts out. We did this one with a bunch of little butterflies on a kind of a reverse Z fold. This one we all agreed could be a Mother's Day card. I believe one of the ladies did it as a sympathy card. So you could, depending on your papers and everything, you could do it for whatever. And then I have some cards I received in the mail. You can see this one had the envelope with matching designer paper. That was from Sharon. This one from Bonnie with more butterflies and a sympathy. So great use of that. This one from my upline Karen with that heart paper, as we call it, and some of the gold. This one from Nancy. I love this one. It reminds me of quilting, and she's done the squares and then run it through an embossing folder. So it is like a quilted design on it. This one from Pam, and I'm guessing if you can you see the gold splatters? I don't know if you can. She's got the little tiny bees, the fine ribbon with a double bow, I'm going to guess maybe a pecan pie image stamped but there is gold splatter around it. So I'm guessing it might be like a gold wink of Stella, maybe. A sympathy card from Ron with some beautiful gems on it. And this one from Linda in an envelope made with designer paper. And it's a tall slim card. Happy birthday. So great designs. And I love how we all can share those and get to see them. So anything else you would, I think that's all I had for sharing the cards. Oops. The one I made last week goes to Roz. I put all the names in the wheel of winning, and Roz's name came out on top. So Roz, that'll be in the mail to you. So thank you so much. I will go back and read all the comments, answer any questions. If there's anything in particular you want me to try for next week or the week after, be sure and let me know. And otherwise, I hope to see lots of you tomorrow on our Zoom with friends as Pam is teaching us a fantastic card. Take care now. Bye.